Hi, hi, morning.
Can you hear me?
Yes, hearing you.
All right.
Um, I have to get my charger.
So, how are you today?
Oh,
How are you today?
oh, I'm fine, thank you. A little late on everything today, but oh gosh.
No, you are not late. We just started. All right. I normally don't wait for people. First come, first serve.
Mm-hmm.
So, good to meet you again. I hope. Did you get to download the Illustrator?
You sent it?
The Illustrator is sent.
Oh, gum. Okay. I'll have to check the chat because what happened, I was kind of super busy because we're in the process of SCA registration.
Okay.
So, okay, I will check it, and during this weekend, I will go through the process.
Yeah, man. The same
Yeah,
process that you did.
that they did before.
Yeah. So it should not be a
Okay,
problem. It is
right. Okay,
there. So
okay. So I'll check through.
I'm going
But
to
we
share my screen now.
right.
Okay, here we go. All right, we are jumping straight into, we are starting with most of it today. We'll be doing Illustrator.
Straight up. Okay.
My plan is, since I I prep people up with the rest of other stuff,
Ah.
now I need to start to go basic slowly so that everyone can absorb and sink in
Mhm.
and start to do things. You know, the first preview basically to have an appreciation what this thing can do. So
Ah.
so we are starting with the basic. So now once you launch your Illustrator,
Mm-hmm.
you'll be confronted with this window here. Either you select if you need it for A4 size,
Mm-hmm.
the postcard we don't use it, or if you are designing for the web large, or you are designing for iPhone, or you are designing for video, you can
Mm-hmm.
select that.
Right. And you
So
said you don't use the postcard.
no, we don't use a
Okay.
postcard. I'm going to create a new document here. So within the new document, it'll take you to a situation where what size of document are you going to work with? Um, what kind of orientation you are working with? All of that. It gives
Uh-huh.
you the privileges, even the templates, which is set fine. Like in this case, we are going to deal with the print, not the web, not the mobile.
Oh,
You understand? Or not the video.
mm-hmm.
So we are going to deal with the print for now. So if I click on print, all the attributes for the prints come up.
Okay.
So the basic letters, standard letter setting, which we normally find around, is the letter size A4, which is the English size, slightly, I think slightly smaller.
Mm-hmm.
The legal size, which is 8.5 by 14, we have it all over the place in our offices. And the tabloid, which is 11 by 17. These are the standard paper size that you find it all over offices, schools, you name it. The letter size, the legal size, and the tablet size. These are the three standard size that you normally
Mm-hmm.
find. Now, the moment you select those sizes, you are confronted now. You have to decide. Sometime you are working with an oversize, which is about 24 by 36 or 40 by 50. Those are huge size. So you can set them right in. Sometime you might wonder, okay, how can I print that in my small printer?
Mm-hmm.
You can always style it. When in the process of printing it, the dialog box will come up to tile it. It's going to tell you how many papers, how many margin you want it, so that it can overlap. Basically, those is taken care of. But the crucial thing that you need to bear in mind is that you need to decide on your paper size before you can proceed to do anything. All right? You need to decide immediately. So, in this case, we are working with tabloid size. So again, a tabloid size, if I'm to use inches, over here, over this side here, it basically tell you the name of the document,
Mm-hmm.
the sizes. No, you might notice that there's a PT, which is a points. PX is a pixels. All right. Let me see. I can change it to inches that we are acquainted with. We select inches or millimeters or centimeters. If you want your document or the specification is based on any of this unit of measurement, then you can change it. So the question, where do you find to change it? You find it at the beginning of the creating a document. All right. So we select inches. So every setting that we have, it is in inches now. All right. Here, you can give your document a name.
Mm-hmm.
It's a must. Every single document must have a name. All right, the next one, no. Over here, over here is the orientation. Do you want it landscape? Do you want portrait? So you have to decide on that before you proceed. Now, the number of artboard, meaning that the number of pages in one document, how many do you need it? So you might want 5 in one document. So in one document there are 5 pages. Fair enough?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to decide on here, which is very important. Sometime, example, if you are doing a newsletter, your newsletter has got about 3-fold, 5-fold, or 6. When you fold it, then you have to determine right from here. But for this time, we try to create the basic. We're going to enter 2, which means that there are 2 pages in one document. The bleeding, we are not going to work with the bleeding for now. At the very beginning, we are not going to talk about it. We'll wait afterward. All right? So all that you need to do for now, know how many pages you're setting it, the orientation, and then the sizes, and the name of your the name of your document, and then now it is up to you to know where you're going to save it. Okay? But there are some templates that you might be interested in. I normally don't go there much. I don't know why. I don't bother myself too much in that. All right. If we are happy with this setting here, then we proceed. We go ahead and click the word, create that. We click this word there. We can create that. All right. Are we good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Create that. So we are creating a document. All right. Excellent. You see, we did have 1 and 2. Fair enough. One document one, the next one. So there are so many things happening. Fair enough. So it become overwhelming, too much. But the most important thing you need to know, this is your tool palettes. Let's play about with it. You can shrink them, expand them, or in 2 columns, right? So this tool palette is very important. You need to keep it all the time on the left hand side, or you can pull them, place them anywhere. Now we have floating palettes, we can move them out for now, and then we can go to the window, workspace, we can reset the essential workspace. The essential workspace is the basic one without too much complex in it, right? We can reset that. The moment we reset that, this is how our desktop look like, right? It's supposed to look simple like that. Again, we can drag out or pull out our tool palettes. So in that case, we are now in the Illustrator. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it to the simplest way, to the simplest, like like the ABC, you know. When you're starting the first class or the first school, you start to learn A, B, C, D, E, F, G, something like that. So
Mm-hmm.
so this is what we are doing now. If you have explored the Illustrator before, stay relaxed because there are a lot of revelation that might come up, a lot of exciting thing that will come up, and all of that. So we are here in Illustrator. So the first tool that we see right here, I want you to pay attention now. Oh, the first one, this one here, is a selection tool, which means it select everything. All right, let me do something here. All right. All right, fill it with color. All right, this tool here is a selection tool. If you need to select anything, all of it one time, you have to use that one. See, you can move it anywhere. I could have another object like that with a different color. So you only use the selection tool to move an item. The solid black one, the solid black selection is to select an object from one point to the next. Now the second one, which is white one, you cannot do much of it, but the only thing that you can do is to open up. You see, it selects the anchor points. You notice these points? They are called the anchor points. So the direct selection tool allows you to play about with the anchor points, but the selection now does not allow you to play with the anchor points. I repeat, I have that. I can only move everything one time with the selection tool. I can manipulate the corners with a direct selection tool. You click on the anchor points and then you can move them. You can change it. But you cannot do it over here in a selection tool. They all play vital roles in designing. Example, if I type the letter A, all right, something there. If I type the letter A, make it bigger. All right. Then I'm going to convert that to an outline. This is a system fonts. I need to convert it to action alignment. All right, if I'm going to go to select, to type, create an outline. All right, so it is now an outline. And then now I can go to objects, ungroup. So it is ungroup. All right, in this case, I can go straight to direct selection tool and play about with it. Play about with it. Play about with it. We are recreating something. I can also create an ellipse, the common circle that we normally do with. Put there. It starts to tell a message. Fair enough? We are using simple stuff. I can also select it, hold on my Alt key. You notice it turned into a double arrow. Within that double arrow, you can drag it and duplicate it. It starts to change the meaning. Good? So these are the powerful tools that we can use. All right. Good morning, people, whoever come. Hello, everybody.
Morning.
How are you?
Fine.
Okay. We are in Illustrator. We are trying to dissect Illustrator. All right. So we need to go beyond the basic. All right. So in Illustrator, the first two tools, the first one allow you to select everything, or you can drag around it, select everything. The second one allow you to select the anchor points. All right. Are we good? And then now the important part is the T. So from there, the moment you understand the basic, you are good. Fair enough? Now let's start something again before we can go into activities. We are starting something before we can go into the activities. I click right here. What does it become? Hello? What do you see? I did that. Did you see it? I created this one here. Okay. Go again. I start with, all right. Create that. That is a dot, right?
Yeah.
Are we good? Click
No,
on the next one. What is it?
line.
A line? What kind of line?
Straight line.
Good. What about that?
Next line.
The next line. Is there a name? It must be a name. Like John B., John Brown, John this and that. What is it? Create on that. What are we creating? What do we have?
Design.
Not a design yet. You start saying that it's a line, right? Fair enough?
Yes.
You started saying it's a line. So I agree with it. It is a line. The topic is a line. Now, when we created a dot here, all right, and then we create the second one, you said it's a line. Fair enough? Agreed, everybody? You can open up your mic. We need to talk, people.
Agree.
Now, we have a diagonal line, right? Agreed?
Agree.
And then this one again, from there to there, is a line. Fair enough? So we have it here to there. Sorry. We have it from here to there. We have it a line. We have the next one there, the next point. From there to there. But remember, the key word is a line. We need to come up with the definitions of a line, because oftentimes we tend to misinterpret the meaning of line. All right, let's go.
Use it to isolate the ear.
Okay. Line could be a straight line. We are accustomed with this one here. Fair enough?
Yes.
With a straight one, the moment it's straight, we are accustomed to that. We are accustomed to diagonal line. Then you're going to hear, the line is not straight, I need a straight line. But there's a diagonal line. So if you combine this one, A and B, it becomes a segment of a line. A line could be what? How do you call this line? This kind of. Is it diagonal?
Diagonal.
A line could be straight. A line could be what? What about
Or vertical.
a line could be what? This one here.
Curve.
Yes, a line could be curved. Fair enough. So once we said is a line could be a straight line, a line could be a diagonal, a line could be zigzagged. It could be a zigzag line, it could be a curved line. Good? So our perception need to diminish. All we can do at this point with the line is that we can always change the size. We make it bigger, we make it smaller. Fair enough? You can always change the line attributes from here. Sometime it appear on top here. Fair enough? Now, there's a catch between it. The reason why I'm bringing up this topic, remember I'm starting from ground one. So, because our line started from here all the way, going around and abruptly stop here, it means that the line is not connected. At this point, if we try to add the color inside to fill up, we cannot because it has an open path. It has an open path. In order for us to fill it in with any color, we need to close the path like that, and then we can drag, fill that one with the color. Good?
Yes.
Do we understand that concept? You cannot fill in that space if it's an open path. You need to close it up. So you have to pay attention. At any time you try to do anything, you try to fill it in. It's not filling in, meaning that there's a gap somewhere. Good? So far so good. We know that line can be diagonal and all of that. Now this attribute for the line, we can make them bigger. We can make them bigger from here to about 20 points. We have the ability over here. All right. Over here, this one with the black one is indicating the stroke or the line. The stroke or the line is the same thing. The one in the red there, it is indicating the fill. The fill. So if we need to change the color for the stroke, which is the line, we can select it forward and select the color. See, the color changes. We can change the color. All right. But if we don't want it, we don't want the line, I repeat, if we don't want the line, we select this one, none. You see this icon here? None.
Yes.
Click on it. We don't have the line, but we have the fill. You can bring up the fill forward. You can change the color. See? Are we
Yes.
clear in this? Because
Yes.
these are the basic steps that we can utilize. Okay, I'll delete everything. Proceeding now. We are still in the same basic tool. I have an ellipse, a circle. Fair enough? I'll put no color. Now suppose I don't want no color, we simply select here. The fill, we put it to none. So there's no color. Suppose I need the color inside, I click it. Suppose I don't want the stroke, which is that one, I can click none. Sometimes you can use a magnifying glass to magnify an area. So in this case, I'm going to use no color. What do we see over there? What do we see?
So an ellipse or circle with no color.
A perfect circle, right? We see a perfect circle. Suppose I create another perfect circle now, like that. What do we have? We have two circles, the mama one and the baby one. The mama one is a big one and the baby one. So you can go under the window, Pathfinder, and then bring up the Pathfinder. Window, Pathfinder, which is somewhere here. which is this one here. We have the Pathfinder. Okay. See, this is our Pathfinder here. Suppose, all right, I want you to take a clean and close look. The mama circle and the baby circle overlapped. All right? It overlap.
Yes.
Where it does not overlap, it will disappear. Fair enough? So let's try to do that. Minus that. What do we have? We have something which is chopped out. Let's do it again. I'm going to duplicate this one twice. All right? I have my reason by doing that because it's a foundation for you to understand almost anything. So I select all of these two together, and then under the Pathfinder, which is here, I'm going to click Unite. See what happened. If I click Unite, what do we have? Anything that overlap, they become one. Anything which is overlap, it'll be minus. Okay, let me try to copy this one again. All right, here we go. Select all of that under the Pathfinder. So we are going to use to subtract this one here. See? Are we good? Let's select again under the Pathfinder. See what happened now. See the shape that we get? Good. All right. Okay. I'm going to select a perfect circle again and create the letter S and make it bigger. Based on the demonstration that I did, anything that overlap, we have to take into consideration. All right, I try to make this one slightly bigger. And then the next thing I'm going to do, let me change, okay, I'll keep the fonts like that. I'm going to convert the system fonts into a path because we cannot work with the system fonts because the computer has the fonts. So we need to convert it. So I'm going to go to Type, Create an Outline. Fair enough? Are we good?
Yes.
Select all of it together based on whatever we did over here in the Pathfinder. See what happened. What do we have? It become a logo, a Superman logo. Fair enough? You can see the S, you can see the yin and yang. We have a direct selection tool, which is this one again. We talked about it. It selects only one item at a time. We can put that, and then we can select that. We can put black. We can select everything, remove the stroke to 0. Could somebody tell me, what do you see with the simplest thing? We did a logo in a simple one. Let's try it one more time again. I'm going to create the perfect circle again. Hold on my shift key. All right. I don't need the fill black, so I can change it. So my fill is null, my stroke is black. All right. So what we did, select the type, the T for type, and type the word, let's see, A. All right. Type the word A. Make it bigger. All right. The key behind it is that we need to make it overlap. This is the basic foundation, the basic steps in which we understand how to design a logo. Fair enough? We create that into outline. We change the system fonts into an outline so that we can manipulate it. We create that, select all together, and under the Pathfinder, if you don't see it here, you go under the window, you find it right here. Are we clear? All you have to remember for today, the two selection tools, the pen tool which we define the line, and the circle. That's all that you need to remember today. Now, we selected all these items together, and all right, so we have a logo. We can move this one out, or we can do anything with it. Okay, let's do something with it. We can create that like that. All right, by the way, you can rotate it. You see the end corner, it allows you to rotate it. We can rotate it to line it up. We move it. We move it again. We line up. Ask me questions as we go because we have limited time. So feel free to talk. All right, I created that. Now I'm going to select these two items together. Go to a direct selection tool, clicked on that, and clicked on that. Now go to Pathfinder. Oh, I need to ungroup all of this one. Object, ungroup. So I can select that, select that. Sorry about that. And then now I'm going to unite it. You see it here under the Pathfinder. Unite that. It's changed. Fair enough. I can create the next thing, a circle, and move it right there. Remember the exercise today, something to overlap it. I want you to bear in mind anything that overlap, and then you select any of these things. This is what happened. So what have we done? We have done so many things. I can go ahead and add colors and do anything, and do that. So the question is, what can you see there? What stand out? Can anyone tell me the first thing that jump up at you? Somebody talk to me, please. What's the first thing when you looked at this item jump up at you?
The letter A.
Excellent. The letter A, meaning that the letter A is a hidden message. The hidden message is very important in anything that you do in logo. For instance, American Airlines. All right, let's try to look at American Airlines. American Air. Okay, American Airlines logo. All right, what do you see here? Copy the image. Paste it there. So what do you see? There's a hidden message. There's a letter A, double A. And what else do you see? This
Wait,
one,
I'm not seeing the double A.
there's an A there. Look good, you'll see it. All right. again, because we have 3 minutes, let's go to Wendy. All right. All right, there we go. Copy that. Within this letter, now, can you spot up something different? Wendy.
To me, at the bottom by Wendy, to me, I'm seeing mom.
Excellent. There's a mom.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Good observation.
Well, now that I know, I'm looking for letters.
So, in every single thing that you try to do, there must be a hidden messages, right? So, hidden messages in a logo. Whenever you're trying to do anything, there must be a hidden messages. We start with the basic one. We can go complex. We can do it complex. All that I did basically is to introduce simple tool to create something simple for you to understand it. So, all right. So those are the kind of things. The moment you understand it properly, you're safe. So this is the beginning of our basic as we go forward. Is there any question? Those people who have not loaded, the software, please try to load it.
Yeah, I was too busy. All the other messages was definitely with parents and so because they're trying to work out schools for registration. So
Yeah.
this week, I didn't reach home till even with them in school yesterday till after 9 last night.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry about that.
yeah, I had them coming in at different times and yeah. So I
But-
will catch up to this message group
All
over
right.
this weekend. Mhm.
And we need to be so thankful to Mr. Taylor for posting it.
Yes.
It's very
Okay.
helpful. He's saving us a lot of bucks, so we need to be
Ogum.
thankful.
Yes.
You know, he's a good guy. So we have less than a minute. You people stay safe. We'll meet next week again.
Saturday. Yes. Thanks very much.
Bye bye, everybody. Maria,
Okay.
take care.
Right, thank you.
Bye.
Good.
Bye.
Everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.